no abe bunda ba jumale koto.
Otumono abe Office of the President.
Before, it was under the Office of the President.
But with the change of this government and under Interior.
But with the change of government, it is now under the Interior.
But when you were working there, before its name was changed, it was under the Office of the President.
Amunta ebelo ko le je tumo men na foloto janni atoye falling. Utumo abe president la office ole koto.
That's true.
Can you tell us what your educational background is?
Saying ila karango londo tata hanfo makama jumale to.
Tata Brikama Primary School, 1980 to 86.
I enrolled at the Brikama Primary School from 1980 to 1986.
From 1986 to 1919, Tata Brikama Junior Secondary School.
From 1986 to 1990, I was at the Brikama Secondary School.
From 1990 to 92, in Tata Gambia College, my PTC certificate.
From 1990 to 1992, I went to the Gambia College and studied for my PTC.
1992 to 2000, in Tata teaching private nursery school dolto. Because for me, Euro nursery school.
From 1992 to 2000, I was teaching at a private nursery school called Yurua Nursery School.
From 2000 to 2007, in Tata teaching Kinderdorf Bottrop Senior Secondary School, library management.
From 2000 to 2007, I was at the Kindergarten Senior Secondary School, library management.
Then from there, 2007, Kinderdorf Bottrop Bola, towards 2008, joined the drug squad.
I left Bottrop Senior Secondary School in 2007, and around 2008, I joined the drug squad.
I'm just interested to note why you left the teaching field for the drug squad. Isn't that quite a dramatic shift?
Ko alaftanyi lona munana ibota karandirola katadu drug squad katu melio sabo kita jakali quality katu wala na benyini kalambu fo kule ya sabu bang.
Min keta woti wala nyinti lafta glale falena kajibe because sengi wara ulanga wala kete Bottrop, so I feel to join another department.
I just wanted to move places because I spent 7 years at Bottrop.
You just wanted a change of career?
Yeah, amanke nga
ilafta ila doko falina le drong.
A department jamale apply but drug squad le njabi wala nantata je.
I applied to several departments, but it was the drug squad who responded to me.
Mr. Karbou, I would just like to ask you, if at all you feel that the interpretation is not being accurate, please draw it to our attention. Since you speak both English and Mandinka, I'm not able to speak Mandinka, so I wouldn't be able to detect it. So please help us with that.
Ako, kanna soro men mbake kanjang. Ndememba fokete manika kamoto bang, membe fok itela kumo fokan angale kamoto bang. Ning fem fota me ya lonko itila miruto amanke kumoti ite mon fo kanna soro nyim manke anyama waire ate mamandi nga kama mai isa ma koy pour nyin kamala ka koy ndiko hanide ngam mem fo wonta wonta nganyim ni nyine fo pour kumo si senea
ave senea kan nkamwela.
It's clear and I'm getting it.
Thank you very much. Just kindly take us through your profession or your career trajectory in the drug squad, so to speak. Tell us how you started, how you were recruited, up to date. Just briefly, before we go into our main topic.
Kumala sutu ya kamadro, kabrilum men ijointa drug squad. Ila kulu tata nyamin, nim palasi, ila ya iseleta amunta teptopo nyina nyamin, doku bunda nyina, kabriwo tembo, fokana bula nyin tembeng, ila kulu alafta wole lona ibulata nyono manyame.
January the 1st, 2008, my training Kumas CTI Mimbe Bigilo Sate Kono.
On the 1st of January 2008, we began our training at the CTI in Bijilo.
Practically entered 3 months later.
The practicals took us 3 months.
Then theory for entered 3 months later.
Then the theory also took 3 months. That totaled 6 months.
Please go ahead and just go on. I will stop you whenever I feel like you need to stop.
Okay,
tendendo ya sata nate lafta kuntule nyato da menga be signal la le prielo.
Kabri wo banta training banta inatam post West Coast region.
After completing the training, I was posted to the West Coast region.
Ila office in the airport.
At their office at the airport. That was where I was.
For 2008 May, problem on that, so obe entera on the West Coast region.
Until May 2008, there was a problem.
So you were attached as a narcotics officer under the Banjul International Airport.
Amonta saying etebe do ko la narcotic do ko bunda lela wala min sirafe mo kele bunda bari samba Gambia la kulunti la jidu la leto.
I am post Walter but abe West Coast region nekoto.
Yes, I was posted there, but it was under the West Coast region.
So the airport was attached to the West Coast region.
Amonta airport ni kulunti la jidu la jebe birka matundo le koto. West Coast ikavojele birka matundo.
Yes, at that time.
Who was your immediate supervisor at the airport?
Jumale mu itafanana nyaton koti me ya lonka ka ya marolu dila menka kangolu dila airport wato me biji.
Na eso mu Brahma Jameleti.
My eso was Brahma Jame.
Na OC mu Juma Soleti.
My OC was Juma Sow.
Na commissioner mu Nene Soleti.
My commissioner was Nene Sow.
And can you tell us who was the overall officer commanding of West Coast region at the time?
Ako foisa folo nyewotumo al kunna jumale mu al bela nyaton koti memmarata birkama tundo mu me obela ikafo tundo me West Coast region.
Olam Fali Dambelti.
He was Fali Dambel.
Do you remember what rank he had at the time?
Foya hakilo sibula wotumo ala makamo mumuneti rank membabala.
OC la officer commanding.
He was OC, officer commanding.
I believe that was the designation. He should have had a particular rank. As far as you remember.
Isamba pala solmento bari rank la Carola alaftole lonna ni hakilo sibula nuala.
Abotang hakilo tola.
It's escaped my mind.
Thank you very much.
Akoy numbara.
Please continue.
Akoy tenteng.
Mbe postings la for May Karo 29 May.
I was there on posting until the 29th of May.
Mpali la office to jaeng kumandi.
Mpali called me to his office.
Ning modole ka for me Lamin Sima.
With another person called Lamin Sima.
Mr. Karbou, before we get into that, I just wanted to go into your professional history. You were working as a narcotics officer in 2008 at the airport under the West Coast region. And you were... Go ahead.
Ako alaftalo nale ila duo ko nying ila kulu lata nyoka nyamim palasi nim palasi fo katabula nyatola jalning mbe futala wo dinkirama ila bosi ya command officer kono to moment ila palaso bulata nyono manyamen ka foko ila palaso lafa ye kenyinto fo bete mbomendo.
And at that particular time, you were attached to the airport. I just wanted to know how long you actually spent in that position, how many years or months?
Akwa kato tembo ngalonko kwa yafunya mebe kuluntila jirulato. Bara laftalo na ye kari sanji jelle ke woto wala kari jelo wala wuche omenke kuluntila jirulato ko ninto janni be bondile ji.
Mbe do ko wala je ngam kari sabal sato je.
I worked there I think for 3 months.
And I know that the particular incident that we're going to talk about happened when you were actually attached to the airport on the West Coast region. But I just want us to tell me how long you spent there, and then we'll go through your career and then come back to the incident, if that's okay.
Kayo ko menketa airport menketa ila kola airport alon bari mbetambila wala follow itela palaso bulata nyono manyamen ye makamo lumenu soto hanfo be makamo mento bi wokola nsinamuru ko makana dum ko nyin kono menketa kuluntila jidulato
kabrin bata training na tolmi be train tanyola mbenata as a first class.
After completing the training, all of us that took part in that training were made first class.
Nata karisei soto airport oto.
We spent 8 months at the airport.
And what did your duties entail as a narcotics officer attached to the airport?
Ila do ko mum nimuneti ni sira fenglo kele do ko bundala wairi wotumo ibedo ko ke kan kulunti la jidula to jele e kamun ni mulaki je
wolon harama dingolu enila bagol milkata ka jibe ko nying fami ka fay suspected drugs amantare la bago kono ani fangol.
That is to check the people who were traveling as well as their luggages to ensure that what they called suspected drugs were not in them.
Talal ninnala milkata ani milkana.
The travelers who went and came.
And after this, were you promoted to any particular position?
Akubiro botal. Foi na tela makamo la fale ke selendi santo domandi.
Hani?
No.
What is your current position right now and your rank?
Nyin tembeng ibe makama jumalto ila rank mumuneti.
Sergeant ole munti.
I'm a sergeant.
And you've told us that you started as a first class. When did you become a sergeant?
Yenyum foko ya follow to moment na bring ale karango bang ye albeke first class ti. Saying ina atake sergeant oti nyadile.
Promotional rank exams leketa.
There was a promotional rank examination.
And in qualification or in school.
And school qualification as well.
Oketa Benedict Jammeh la time already.
That was during the time of Benedict Jammeh.
What year was this?
Sanjumale moti.
That was 2011.
2011.
And in 2011, you were promoted to a sergeant. And what particular position did you hold at that time? Where were you working? Where were you attached?
Ako 2011, for someone ila makamo la fa ke sergeant wokola ibenu muntole ebe do kola mintole anen hanimbi ibe munekeka.
O iala kabirina o case botala 2011 in Nathan Samba Banjul Charge Office.
That year, after that case, I was taken to the Banjul Charge Office.
And tell us what progress you made in your career up to this point.
Fonyen sila ila pala sulu la fata nyadile hanfo ila do ko tata nyadile fo be tembo mento bi.
Atata nyame wala nyinte I was dedicated what mil boy tankang I was man sila dinna mi satin nako even qualified tale ibuka song cause it tolle ka recommendation okay.
I was dedicated, but those who were troubling me did not allow me the opportunity to excel. That is why even if I am supposed to be promoted, they will not, because they were responsible for the promotions.
And we will come to that, Mr. Karbou, but just tell us how you progressed. You were at Banjul at the charge office. And after that, where did you go to?
Sa imuna obeto le nyato domandi. But between samba charge office to na Banjul, kulu nata tente nyadile.
Mbota wato nata Denton Bridge.
I left there and went.
Ngawale fonunko 2009 May.
That was what I said, that in 2009, in May,
in Brikama,
our officer commanding in Brikama, called Mfali Dambeli, myself and my colleagues,
Lamin Sima,
Ako, he said,
Mfali tip up information on the soto.
Mfali said, as we were seated in his office, that he got a tip-off
drug suspected cocaine wafo kela Brikama Kembuje Highway.
That there were some individuals who were going to sell some suspected cocaine at the Brikama Kembuje Highway.
So I been informed alerting.
That he was informing us so that we would be on alert. Because the informant told him that it was going to be the next day.
And can you give us the particular date and time when you received this information from your OC?
Ako foisi lumuning awatu fonyeng yenyim kibaro soto alla OC bulutu momeng.
On the 29th of May 2009, womu talantang somanda awatu
it was the 29th of May 2009, 10 a.m. in the morning in his office.
Then also mominketa 30th.
So the following day, which was on the 30th,
Mr. Karbou, you've informed us that the OC gave you some information. Did he tell you the source of his information?
No,
Mr. Karbou, alanya tonko yo kibaro dialla tumome. Ayafa atilienne bang atafana yo kibaro soto mintole.
Ama ofanya because information sifa ibuka obondi.
He did not tell us because that kind of information is never revealed.
And that is not something that you can also tell us here at the TRRC.
No.
Thank you very much. We respect that. So you started telling us about the following day, which was the 30th day of May. Can you tell us what happened on that day?
30th of May, Talankilin Mafangala.
Around 1 p.m. on the 30th of May, he called me
information
that the information he gave us yesterday,
report station
that the person has called him that we should report at the station. So we went like that to the station. I met him there with Lamin Sima. And then he said to me that the informant said that those people are going to carry out the operation today.
Okay,
we were seated there for a long time.
I telephone call.
Then he got a telephone call. After he spoke on the telephone, he said to us, these guys said that they were moving to the place.
And where is your OC's office located?
Allah office bemintole.
In the premises of Brikama police station.
It is within the premises of the Brikama police station.
Please go on.
After he said that to me, that they said they were prepared and ready to move. He said to me, since you and Lamin Sima are the first ones to arrive, I want you to go there. But before you get there, if it is drugs, the law empowers you to effect arrest. That is the only thing I am tasking you with. Before we left, myself,
because Lamin Sima
was my boss,
office diary,
the office diary, I wrote down my departure time.
And you said Lamin Sima was your boss. What was his rank at the time?
Inspector. By that time, inspector.
By that time, he was an inspector.
Do you know where he was attached?
He was also in Brikama.
Please go on.
Then covering a departure book.
After I booked our departure, we then left. We took a taxi where we were told before we got to the place,
a private motor, the ash color.
We saw a private vehicle with an ash color.
A taxi
We found a taxi there too. They were all parked.
Separate.
I'm
sorry, you can go on. Just finish your sentence and then.
Okay. Group fulalam.
There were two groups. They were standing facing each other. But in my own view, they were negotiating because of the way they stood.
And how did you know that this was the spot of the suspected drug operation that you had been informed about?
Now also Mia inform I Dulamify exactly what Dulale found.
It was the exact place that our OC told us that his informant told him.
Okay, please go on. You were just explaining about the vehicles that you found in the area.
When we got to them, we showed them our warrant card, the two of us,
drug squad officer
to show to them that we were drug squad officers,
information also to annual NCJ.
That we got information and that was the reason of our presence there.
And before you identified yourselves as narcotics officers by showing your warrant card, you've already told us that you observed vehicles there. Can you tell us if you observed any particular people or how many people you observed?
la cross roto mo jelle fango yirko be je meno be lorinje.
As a motan sile.
It could be up to 10 people.
And yeah, please go on.
Then kabenga na warrant card jandila.
So we showed them our warrant cards.
Those
that gave us their backs, they looked at each other.
So
there was one amongst them who had a black polythene bag.
Lamin
Sima rushed to him to inquire what was inside that polythene bag. There was one man there with a pistol. He hit him on the chest.
I fired in
and he fired in the air. And causing the mother. And he said, these are not drug squads, these are NIAs.
So this was basically the NIA. These were NIA officers who were involved in this drug operation that you had essentially busted. Is that correct?
Yeah,
atel tata nyilumenu no ku altata atarako NIA ulfanambulo be konyin konole atel drug squad aldamma mantrako
ngawolon tuammo min kabra nyilli pasi sota ke sofa e banen drogue ako nyimo NIA solati amanke drug squad la wotla ngalon ko NIA officer solon.
It was after he hit this man on the chest and he fired in the air and said, these are not drug squad, these are NIAs. That was when we got to know that they were actually NIA officers.
But after Nata Marito Fangalonimio, okay?
But later on, we got to know the name of the individual who did that.
And
all the others who were there.
Can you just identify who were present? I know that at that point you did not know who they were, but you said you later knew. So just tell us at this point who was involved, which NIA officers were involved in that operation.
Lamin
Manuel barbitung wari afo ko akoko la inata lonne meyo manyake sayin afonye njumani njumanyo le bijete menulong.
Lamin Dabo pistol be wala bulo ani wala ngilli pasi soto Lamin Sima.
Lamin Dabo was the one who had the pistol and he was the one who hit Lamin Sima on the chest with it.
Nata kalamuta fanange Sirif Sise bijele.
We later got to know that Sirif Sise was also there.
Mustafa Sise bijele.
Mustafa Sise was there.
Dembo Mbaye bijele.
Dembo Mbaye was there.
Omar Jamme bijele.
Omar Jamme was there.
Sanabo Jam bijele.
Sanabo Jam was there.
Mimbi ataman katakafola barabe lore ngala double pick up abala ayabulo kenyokang wala kita modu jajuti kafomi rambo.
The one who was there but was not within the group but was leaning by his pickup folding his arms was Modu Jaju called Rambo.
And wol fanan kono.
And also amongst them, there were also 3 other individuals standing there. But when this guy fired in the air and insulted, cursing the mother, one of them detached himself from the group and went away.
I would just like to retract and just go through some of the information that you have given us so that we can clearly understand. You've named some NIA officers that you met there on the day.
Ako abelafala ngamuru ko modomandi. Ye modol le tolufo. Ando amonta ko wolu molu NIA official le molu ti so abelafala pro ale muru domande ayenyinin ka pol la killing for albelola dame.
You named Shirif Sise, you named Lamin Dabo, Omar Jame, Mustafa Sise, and I believe Dembo Mbaye. Were there any other NIA officers there?
Lamin Hydra Fanam Bijele.
Lamin Hydra too was there.
But Sana Bijele nata lonko manke NIA officer ti but womila volunteered. Sana Bojang.
There was Sana Bojang. I later got to know that he was not an NIA officer, he was just a volunteer.
You also mentioned Modu Jaju.
That is Rambo. He was standing by the pickup.
Mr. Karbou, I think I warned you about waiting for the interpretation.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I know there's a tendency to do that. So just kindly wait so that they interpret, and then we'll be able to continue. Thank you. Can you tell us who Modu Jaju was?
isa fono nyele jumalu modu jajuti
sojarolom abe jongola sol konol ni ka fay Rambo.
He was a soldier among the junglers called Rambo.
And do you know what his purpose was for?
yalo ne la taroje mu dalila jumale kanti
Ala ko tonya mawolonde but afana belori njela na la pick up abe semberinte ngaya bulo keteng.
To be honest to God, I do not know, but he was there standing by the pickup and with his arms folded.
And what about the NIA officers' ranks or positions at that time?
first fono nyo NIA official men bije yela ranks lo na wala mila makamolti ani ila taroje fon mun kule asab.
After the Natal, Omar Jammeh called OCT West Coast Region.
It was after that I got to know that Omar Jammeh was the OC West Coast Region.
What about Sheriff Cisse?
I do not know his rank.
Do you know his position?
No.
What about Lamin Karbou?
I
don't also know what his rank is.
Bombay?
I only know that he's an NIA officer, but not his rank.
Did you mention Mustafa Cisse?
Yes, Mustafa Cisse.
Yes, I mentioned him.
And what was his position and rank, if you know?
No, I don't know.
What about Lamin Haidara? Did you mention him?
Lamin Haidara yafo folum odum fana yala ranklo na ala makamu.
Atelela accountant.
He was the accountant.
During that time at NIA.
During that time at the NIA.
And you also mentioned 3 other individuals who were there, is that correct?
Inata mo saba fana na kumofo ko melu be lori nkarala.
Yes.
Were those individuals NIA officers or members of the security forces, or were they civilians?
Ako fol mu civilian leti wala ibe security bunda dole la wala fol fanal mu NIA leti.
Imanki tara security bunda to imanki NIA fananti.
They were not in the security services. They were not also members of the NIA.
And do you know what they were doing there at that point?
Fodu yalo no woludumbe mune ke kanje wotembo.
O wato la malong.
At that time I did not know.
And would you be able to tell us what role the NIA were playing at that drug operation when you found them there?
Fesa fono nye NIA ulube mkule tamandi kanje nu bire atel tara aliyetara wo kolu kono wo dinkirato aliyetara dami.
But after that,
at that instant I did not know, but after that I got to know that they went there for their own economic interest.
And as a narcotics officer, do you know whether or not the NIA actually have a mandate to handle drug-related matters?
Why ritibe do ko la drug bundalela. Fodum ya alone NIA ifanali yanyi sembo soto wala nyimbulo soto le bang pour que dabula drug do ko la karola.
Iman sembe soto je.
They don't have that authority.
And who has the jurisdiction to deal with drug offenses or matters?
Sa injumale ya sembo na kanso to pour bula drug kunyalu noma ani we kunyalu.
On Drug Law Enforcement Agency.
That is the Drug Law Enforcement Agency.
And so essentially this was basically you and Lamin Sima who were there. You had the power to arrest anybody and to handle whatever drug transaction that was going on.
Amunda woto nyine itandiko itani Lamin Sima men tata ji. Atello moliti men ya sembo ni nga kansoto pour ka doko tamandi wairi drug ko le mem musira fen ko nyati atelle nyanta ko tamandila atelle nyanta fen na nyanta kelaje atelle nyanta o tamandila.
Yes.
You mentioned that Lamin Karbou fired a shot in the air and also hit the pistol that he was holding in his hand on the chest of Lamin Sima, you know, essentially preventing him from proceeding to check the bag that Omar Jammeh was holding. Is that correct?
Ako, atelle Lamin Karbou, wala moti meye kilo fay santo, andum janayo ke atele Lamin Sima junku asisoto kidola wakola longana ta kido 55 banindiroke so silang ayol beke to moment alnata tante nyaadi le kolo keta nyaadi le allaw be motoje.
And that was the black bag that you explained, the black plastic bag.
akondu wo bo wo mbus fingo men yala kumofo sayen amunta wo be membulu at ilafta Lamin sima lafta kidila wole kamanu ni kunduta nyato wole la.
Yes.
Did you know or suspect what was in that bag?
Oya lon wala kasobi muna be mbuso kono.
Suspected cocaine nebiye.
Suspected cocaine was in there.
And through Omar Dabo's actions, did he prevent you from actually searching that bag and confirming that this was suspected cocaine?
Omar Dabo la wo manya wodunata atelu bali allado ko kelale purali wo mbuso muta ka visite ka jube photo nyatonya cocaine lebe nyinkono fo anatali bali wo do ko kelale bang
bakede.
Very well.
And you also mentioned that one of the other individuals who were not part of the security forces essentially walked away with another bag as well.
Yenyum foko meya lonko wo manke NIA wo fananata ke motibrayo fayro ke botali kono atata fay wonya imanyinin kai mamuta.
Yes.
Bago babulu Ghana must go bagu new.
He had a bag, the Ghana must go bags, a smaller one.
And did you have a chance to apprehend him or search him to see what was in that bag?
Fodum alieni silo sotole pour ka wo mari muta wala ka wo bago visite ka long muna be bago kono.
Honey?
No.
And can you tell us why?
Fodum muna yo sabu.
Because Lamin Dabo kabrai kido fai.
Because after Lamin Dabo fired the shot,
I threatened ke.
he made threats.
Then momang move pur kata wono kang.
And then nobody moved to follow that individual.
Did you suspect what was in that bag?
Fo wo fanani wo bago men tata wonya eso bitako fenne ba kono bang.
O wato malong bor kabring investigation o keta nataje ko kodole ba kono mimmanke Gambia kono tika fa euros wala be o bago kono.
At that time, I did not know, but following subsequent investigations, I got to know that the money that was there was in foreign currency, in euros.
And essentially, what you're saying is that the NIA prevented you from conducting your duties on that day.
Amunta sila itabe nyino fokanko. NIA ole yali bali alladu ko tamandila wulungo tilola.
Yes.
So you were unable to search suspects, you were unable to search the bags that some of these potential suspects were holding, and you were also unable to apprehend any suspects from that operation.
Woto anyina kusabuko alimawo sakoso lukono jibeno alimawo mbuso lukono jubeno wokola fanan alimam momondi mutano nyimmo lukono men ya lonko alisobitela ko ibesila kurungoleka.
Yes.
And these were the instructions that you were given by your OC to go and apprehend suspects relating to these drug offenses.
Adung ye kama mendia atella alla boss ye memfali wala nyindiko alta nyimolu ning misal kamal ni bentali nyante mutalale.
Yes.
And before we move on, I just want you to help us draw a picture of what essentially was going on when you walked into that drug operation and you found the group of NIA officers negotiating essentially with the civilians. What do you think was going on there?
Ako jangimbe tentena laftanyi lonna atelu futata wo dinkirato aliyo NIA ewulu ni wo mulu menu taraje ibediamu kang itela sobo ila miroto isi sobi mune lako nyilbe mune kuta mandikanje ibe mune kekang anibe sila jumale kan fo ila miraroto yo hak soto isondo bokono leba
ibe diamu kan ni ibe olbe lorinte tolbe lori ibe diamu kan.
They were conversing. One group was standing the other way, facing the other.
But kabring tol futata e diamu stop le.
But when we arrived, they stopped talking.
When kabring na warrant card solitandila.
After we showed them our warrant cards.
You've already explained that to us, but just tell us what was your conclusion. What did you think was going on? That is essentially what I wanted to know.
Yo fo nyenne bari bitun silang ite fangula miraroto isa folo nyenne ntede no miraroto woto na mira ko nyilbe nyin kukari aninyin kukari le tamandi kanje aka abole nyinin kaka
antela miraroto ngaje ko iba premises muntuje.
In my own perception, the place that they were in,
itate kumalaje
they went there on their own
because natural mante kumalaje
Because if they had not gone there on their own, if they had gone there with the law, if it was a drug, the drug squads should have been aware of it. But where they were standing, to me, they were negotiating with those other people.
So what you are trying to say is that they were negotiating or having basically a drug deal operation with the civilians, that is the NIA officers.
Amunta ila mira roto kanyina foko. Itela cross roto ani ila mira roto. So NIA ulumenu bijei ininyi civilian ulube drug jula kunya le kachakang me yalonko itelefonalu dalilu le sambaje.
Yes.
So they were not there to intercept a drug operation or to arrest suspected drug dealers. They were there for their own benefit.
Amunta imario lutata ikumole yeje. Imanta je purkata molu muta sobita menu la ko drug julo la muiti wala imanta nyin kamala purka kuta mandije me yalon ka asike luala kamuti ifangulu la hajo wala sambaje.
Ela manya ya woyo wala itandina.
That was what their actions indicated to me.
So as law enforcement officers, the NIA were actually breaking the law and the drug offenses, or the drug laws of this country.
Amunta ko ni aju be sira fengol la sartol ni luwal be lari nyami nyim banko kan woto nyine fintita ko NIA elu menu bije wolu fengol be luwati nyale la men denta banko la luwalu la nyi sira fengol kelo la karola amunta NIA elu be ma nyal la je.
Actually wolonto nyati.
That is the actual truth.
And apart from that, they prevented you from doing your work by, they prevented you from arresting any people and doing your work.
Amunta sila yatel balala do ko yali bali mo mutola inata kolu samba nyame yali bali alla do ko famu me otamando la je.
Yes.
Please tell us what happened after the civilian escaped with the bag and you were prevented from checking the bag of suspected cocaine.
Saying afonye wo civilian wo menni wo bago folo tata membotali konoje kata wo kola al wo mbus dobe membulu cocaine be men kono al manna silo soto fanam pour ka wo visiter mune nata kay wo be kola
kabrin o keta ay nyilli pasi sota ay kiso fay santo then idamay nyonya kono jibe ye mo fulamuta ye dundi taxi kono.
After that happened, and he fired the shot in the air and hit this guy on the chest, they both eyed each other, and then they took two other people and put them inside the taxi.
NIA do joined Tekang.
One NIA officer joined them.
Then NIA do joined our taxi membeloring an in private vehicle.
Then other NIAs joined another taxi, which was there, and one private vehicle.
He moved Takata.
And they moved going. We also followed them. They took many routes inside Brikama.
Directly to the station.
They did not go directly to the station
because straight kata station.
Because there was a road leading straight to the station. But they took many turns. When they realized that we were following them, until we came to the main mosque at Brikama, they took the road leading to the market, and then we went to the station.
And from Kembuje, where this drug operation was going on, to the Brikama police station, was it a straight route?
It was in
Kembuje. Yes, silo menta kana Brikama police station auto. Silatil nding bijela alse menta no nun kana station auto.
Silatil nding bijela.
Yes, there was a direct route.
And can you tell us what was the reason why they were going around in circles, in your view?
Say itla cross road. Munanna imanson no silatil nding utala. Fo sila jenkel mutai be minna ka minin fo janning ibitala.
Ndanga je laftam feeling dilale pour kanga boy no kan.
I thought that they wanted to lose, to escape from us so that we will not be able to follow them.
And but eventually, where did they end up?
They ended up at the Brikama police station.
Tell us what happened when they got to the Brikama police station.
Sa fanya mbiri futata Brikama police station mune natake.
Kabrim futata Brikama police station.
After they got to the Brikama police station,
Tata charge office, police la charge office.
we went to the charge office, the police charge office.
Na OC fanambelori nje kafami ya dambel miyenki.
Our OC was standing there, called Dumbeld, who sent us earlier on.
Can you tell us who was present at this point when you got to the Birkama police station and you alighted from your vehicles? Tell us who was present.
Sa imbral futata Brikama police station fali jita la motor kono. Afanye sa injuma nyol le biji aliya menu traji.
Nga NIA official min foy be nata station auto jele.
All the NIA officers that I identified, all of them came to the station.
Ntol fanan nata ni Lamin Sima nata jele.
We also came, myself and Lamin Sima.
Aniya mufla fanan nati na nyola jele.
And also 2 other individuals they brought along with them.
And these 2 individuals they brought along with them, were you able to identify who they were?
Foye nyimmo fulolu menu dunnate. Inata lonne jumanyo lengolti.
Ha nate lonne.
Yes, I got to know them.
Can you tell us who they were?
Tijandur and Karamo Drame.
Tijandur and Karamo Drame.
Were they Gambian nationals?
Kofo Gambia dingol lemolti ba.
Hani.
No.
Do you know where they were from?
Yalo ne botada mimbang.
Later in Natal, but after the during the investigation in Natal,
I did not know then, but later during the investigation, I got to know that they were nationals of Guinea-Bissau.
And you had mentioned 3 civilians who were involved in the drug operations with the NIA at Kembuje. You've only mentioned Karamo Drama and Ansumana Fati. You mentioned that one person had gotten away. Who was that?
Well, Ansumana Fati.
Please wait for the interpreter.
Ali nyimolu menu samba mo fula le wolde alu yem mo sabale fonu say wo mo sabanja o menna ta boje wala mjumate.
Ansumana Fati le nimbako moved tata.
Ansumana Fati was the one who moved with the back.
Tijandur Karamo Drame wala nati station not.
It was Tijandur and Karamo Drame that they brought to the station.
And do you know why they brought them to the station?
Say yalo no na yol nati police station not.
They were
just pretending to feign an arrest.
And even though the person who had the suspected payment for the cocaine had been left to go.
Andu wayatara kodobe membulu sobobe menna ko kodobe membulu wala nyanta joro kala sang yole bula wala tata.
Nga wala nyamin kabi investigation o kata Tijandur Karamo Drame ani Ansumana Fati wala bata Bissau.
Yes, I got to know that after during the investigation, Karamo Drame, Tijandur, and
Ansumana
Fati.
And at that point, when you were all gathered at the station and your OC came out, did the NIA officers identify themselves to you?
Wato men alfutata station oto hanfo ila boss nata je. Wo NIA officer lu sai inate fam fole banke fayitan.
Yes, when they came to hand over those 2 individuals,
officer member duty la become charge office.
The officers on duty at the charge office took down their names to indicate that they were the ones that brought those 2 individuals.
And they identified themselves as NIA officers, is that correct?
And we are fighting the NIA officer leti Walembang.
Yes.
And this charge office, was it within the police or the NDA or any other unit of the security force?
In charge office. Abe bunda jumale koto. NDA lombang, wala police lombang, wala abe bunda jumale killing koto je.
Abe police le koto.
It's under the police.
And do the police have jurisdiction to deal with drug-related offenses?
Ako fosa im police ol. Ul fanale ni lord la soto ne bang purka drug doko kunyalu tamani.
Honey?
No.
And was there a drug office at Birkama police station?
Birkama police station not je. Fo fanna bijele meni alonko. Wolle fanal munyin drug sirafengulu kelelat.
Yes.
And you had earlier told us that that is where your OC was in that particular office. So why did they not take those suspects there?
Ako andu yenyu mfonyanko alla boss fan la office be waleto. Woto biri yenyuli nati munana imai isamba wo dinkirato drug office bedameng.
Because it had a occult mission.
Because they went on a occult mission.
Tell us what you mean by that.
Afonye wo koto mumuneti.
Wala nyinti tate la jibole je.
They went there for their own purse.
What do you mean by their own purse?
Their pockets, for their own pockets.
Okay, please elaborate further.
Okay, kabrin futata je na OC natanga be explain ay minketa NIL faonyala.
So when our OC came, we explained to him what transpired in the presence of the NIA officers.
And saying Omar Jamme mbus fingo babulu nga fonna OC. And
up till then, Omar Jamme still had that polythene bag, the black bag, with him.
Dambel tata purukata.
Dambelt went to take it from him.
Akaya nyinte possible la.
And he said to him, this is not going to be possible.
Then I police officer on duty.
Then he said to the police officers on duty, these two individuals, will leave them under your custody. We will return back to get them. And that was how they left.
With the police officers duty.
Myself, Lamin Sima, our OC, and the other police officers that were on duty, we were there.
Then OC minketam fali dambelti.
Then our OC, who was in Fali Dambele,
anata na director general called
our director general, and we were standing there to inform him of what was happening.
And this is the director general of the drug office, I assume.
Willem Lanyin Director General Amunta Telum drug doku bunda be nyaton koti.
The NDA.
Yes.
And who was he?
Bunsane.
Okay, please carry on.
And I Bun call our fire member caring.
He called Bun and told him what was happening.
Bun kaya kunyente possible because I can speak timbe men lamoika.
Bun told him this is not going to be possible because the phone was on loudspeaker and we were only hearing.
Mr. Karbou, I just have to interrupt you again. Please, just take your time. Okay. You're here to tell your story, and we have time to hear you. So just wait for the interpretation, and then just leave a few, moments before you answer, just so that we're able to flow.
Okay. Sila watuta katwairi kana soro bekeri watindindi kana soro lal fanalla pour yemem fonsa kana sori membe fole fana yem fanalisio kana sori pour ko besita anyama domando bang.
Thank you very much. Please carry on.
Bun kaya ko wote possible la.
Bun said to him, this cannot be possible.
Mbatongatela boss call.
Let me call their boss.
Then tell Tata Dambella office.
Then we went to Dambell's office.
And who was this boss your Director General was referring to?
Allah Director General ko abe bo abe jumale call la memunyi la boss.
Bolong NIA la director ti Bo Baji.
That was the director of the NIA, Bo Baji.
And before we proceed, I would just like to take you just a little bit back. At the scene of the operation, you had mentioned 2 individuals who had come with the NIA officers at the time.
And
that was Sana Bojang and Momodu Jaju. Did they come to the station at Birkama?
Sana o tuta moto konole, but Rambo mana Birkama police station ala kotonya.
Sana was seated in the vehicle, but to God, Momodu Jaju Rambo did not come to the station.
Sana was at the station, but he was sitting in the vehicle. Is that what you're saying?
Sana nata station to bare amandum abe siri motole kononu.
Yes.
Police station ala premises auto motor dunda konoto bara amamfuta station okona abe siri motor kono.
Inside the premises, his vehicle came inside, but he did not alight. He sat inside the vehicle.
And just so that we understand the power dynamics between the NIA and other security forces at the time, I would just like to understand how come the NIA were able to get away with what they did. Here is your OC at the station, who is of superior rank to these NIA officers. He tried to get the bag of suspected cocaine from the NIA officers. They refused to give it to him. He was not able to convince them to report the matter to his unit, which was dealing with drug-related offenses. And the police officers who knew that the NDA had jurisdiction over drug-related offenses as well, did not refer the matter to the NDA, but instead took suspects, which they knew they didn't have the authority to do so. I mean, can you tell us why? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Sorry. Sembo belari mintole nyin karafulo tema. Katu afelenti atelu meni alonko atelu marta drok kunyala. Adu nyin komu drok kesleti. So silang ena eolu felenti idunta ko nyin kono. Amunta sai ninkumu sembo beole bulu katu atella officer me yalonko wala mu atel bela nyaton koti. Wo fama lafta wo mbuso tala mo bluje I balanta yebam far han fo na tabuje iniwo fengulu tata e nyimmo flo twali buluje so alafta lon nale sai sembo be larin karajumale la atella molu ni nyimmolu tema han fo alla boss nata kumandiro ke ka tel fangol la nyaton ko kumandi pour ka nyin ko kenyas sata wolié pour ka kolu bo nyoto sai alafto kenyale lonna sembo be jumaño le la karola wutumo
o time mbe nyamente yeng outnumber manpower al capital mo woro la bijele.
At that time we were outnumbered in terms of manpower because they were 6.
Kido fanambe bulle pistola be bulle.
And they were armed. They had pistols.
So manfndol fentembulu.
And we had nothing with us.
So na boss osi wala sembo soton beti.
Our boss, the AC, he was more powerful than all of us.
He has no alternative. Amo alternative sotokodeke.
But he had no alternative.
But even though they outnumbered you and they had weapons, there is a chain of command in security forces. Under what authority were the NIA acting at that time?
Ako hanatra isiatality jorongo bebul. Yo bari wo NIA wutumo itelbo manya membela wonya iba tamandi kan kanjumale kan ani sembe juma kan.
Otumola NIA sembo mimbe bulu security forces tije minka hanyila.
At that time, the NIA, the kind of authority they had, there was no sister force that could dare it.
And where did they derive that authority from?
Itelio sembo fango be bondi mintole otumo.
Itole wolonde.
They would know that.
Unfortunately, we don't know that, Mr. Karbou, so we want you to tell us if you know. If you don't know, then you can tell us.
Mr. Karbou, laftalo nale wairi nteltije atelle bado ko nyinkono atelle be bundanyina laftalo na drum foisi sobi kafo ni aja nyile nyi sembe kari soto nyine ya sam
mawolonde.
I don't know that.
Because they seem to be acting above the law. That is my observation from the facts that you have said. And that is why I'm asking where they got their authority from.
Ni ajabe nyinin karola laftalo nale sembo nyimbondi dame kato amunta nyiluibe manya keka nyamin wala nyinti telefonu be luwa santola le ma luwa bunya so sila wala na wosembe façon be moment na men kama wonya laftalo nale wala na nyinin kapuru itelio sembo bondi bintole
ye famuta walti ko luwa be tolle bulu
that is the perception they had about themselves, that they were in possession of the law. And they could do anything and then nothing would be said about it. And that was what existed then.
And so they got away with whatever they did at the time.
I am not aware of anything coming out of it, but I know that they used to misbehave and nothing comes out of it.
And the NIA, under which government department or ministry was it under?
If I'm the office of the president, under the office of the president.
They were under the office of the president.
And do you know who supervised their work exactly within the president's office?
President la office kono jumale mu ite la kunton koti je menka ya maro ditol
or essentially where did they get their orders from?
Wala jumale ka kangulu ditel la be tamala menna
nga kala mutadenko ila director wala la boss di bar kanka be mumbol state house ala ko tonya mawolo.
I am aware the director is their boss, but who gave the authority from the state house to God, I do not know.
Do you know who appointed the director of the NIA?
The
then president Yaya Jammeh wale Bobaji Tombo from the army.
The then president Yaya Jammeh was the one who appointed Bobaji from the army.
And therefore Bobaji would get Bobaji would get his orders from Yaya Jammeh.
Yes.
Okay, let's just go back to the conversation you had with your OC and he communicating with your Director General and essentially what happened after that. How did this whole mess end?
Ngamuru komadumandi al nalla OC diamuta hanu fo komandango to wo fana yalla Director General Commandi yo bra yalla Director General Commandi ko tata nyamen anin amumew be fa nata laban nyamen tenten yo satanye
Nata na Osila office, then Bunnata call back, the former director of drug squad, Bunnata Dambeli call.
Then we went to our OC's office, and then he got a call from Bun.
And loudspeaker le.
And the telephone was on loudspeaker.
Bun kai ko boko at a phone surprise talala mol tataje imam femfai.
Bun said to the OC, Dambel, that in fact he is surprised that his officers went there without informing him.
I only for Dambel and told baby sitting last speaker.
That was what he said to Dambel, and we were all seated and we heard that over the loudspeaker.
Let's just get this clearly, because I'm not too sure it's coming out from the interpretation. Who was your Director General, Bunsane, speaking to?
Ko alaftani dinkiran senayande atella Director General Bunsane abediamu kannu jumale ye
Kabrad OC Dambel call number akaila ko Bobaji the director mimbe NIA.
When he called back OC Dambel, he said the director of NIA Bobaji
ako amanyi operation o kalamuta
said that he is not aware of this operation.
So therefore, the NIA officers who were on the ground during that drug operation had no authority to be there.
wo NIA lu melu tata wo dinkirato imanyin kawni sembo soto pour kataje
ha
yes.
Okay, please go on.
Then bije fo ularo fitire mafango.
So we were there until the evening time around 7 p.m.
OC nata fonga say
the OC told us to go home. So we went home.
Ambije fo muntaro wati jama around 10-11 mafanga suto.
Then around 10-11 in the night,
I am commanding.
He called us.
Ako Director General ko alaftanjela la office lendi Lamin Sima.
That and told us that the Director General wanted to meet me and Lamin Sima in his office.
Then nata alakumota.
Then I took his word.
Then wosomo.
The following morning.
Somanda.
In the morning.
Tata Banjul.
I went to Banjul.
Tata na director office.
I went to our director's office.
And can you tell us what date this was and the exact time?
It was around the 3rd of June.
3rd June.
At around 10 in the morning, we entered Rajele.
Around 10 in the morning, I was already there.
Mr. Karbou, can we just go back? You told us that you received the information about the operations from your OC on the 29th day of May 2009. And is that correct?
That is true.
The day of the operation itself was the 30th of May. And it was the next day that you were asked to report to your Director General, which would be the 31st of May. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I did totally after Kabra Ofonya, I did totally after Nata Fongatandanku, I can remember, because 31st work at a Dimasolity.
No, it took some days after which we went to report, because I can remember that the 31st was on a Sunday, which was not a work day.
Thank you very much. So what date was it? The 3rd of June, are you saying?
Yes, that would be on a Wednesday.
Okay, carry on and tell us what time you reported and what happened.
I arrived first in the morning. I went to the director's office. I found the director, Bunsane, in his office. I found Karamo Bojang.
Usman Sembe Sane Taraje.
I found Usman Sembe Sane.
Operation.
He was the operations.
SSR walang commissioner ti.
SSR was the commissioner.
Ani OC Lamin Sise.
And OC Lamin Sise.
Mietara Bunna office.
I found them inside Bun's office.
And where was your Director General's office located?
Banjul.
Tell the Director General office
Where in Banjul?
Police headquarters Balaji.
Banjul, by the police headquarters.
Was it within the premises of the police headquarters, or did they have their own premises?
Abe police headquarters la sansango le kono fodum aliali fansu aya fansu officer soto sansango e banda.
O sansango be mo police la premises let.
All of that place is the police premises.
By karado le di drug squad lebe woltoje.
But they give a session for the drug squad.
So on that morning, you found your Director General Bunsane as well as most of the senior officers of the NDA present in his office. Tell us what happened.
Amunda o elewo taje ye alla Director General taraje Bunsane andun alla nyaton ka jamalu be ma be rinje ye menu taraje. Woto sila mo be ko la mune natake.
Anata nyininka aniwo director mune ketanga be satai.
Then he asked me, including the other directors, as to what happened, and I narrated everything to them. He said that my OC also gave him the same narration.
So ako purung ngalakang ngata director of NIA office ngata kumosindala.
That to join him and go to the director of the NIA and narrate the incident to him too.
Mbulatala moto kono director Butsanela moto kono Pajero blue.
I joined the director's vehicle, which was a blue Pajero.
Ani Ibusane ala Odli.
And Ibusane, his Odli.
Anala driver nyata wotolale.
And his driver, whose name I have forgotten.
Ntata NIA headquarters.
We went to the NIA headquarters.
Ndunta ninkoma bundala.
We went through the back door.
Do you know why you had to go through the back door?
Ala kotonya mawolo.
Honest to God, I do not know.
Was your presence recorded when you went in?
Allah lungoje fodu ya safele kato jama menu kata kumpa boro la je ke safele.
Ndunta ninkoma silola mam moja minnata na ID nyininka.
We went through the back door and I did not see anyone who asked for our identification.
Please go in.
Akoyetente.
Then tata mfutata je.
Then when we arrived,
NIA la back door la.
If you come through the back door of the NIA,
eka bungo sota jam bunjanga miya nyatele la entrance la.
The story building you have, which is facing the entrance, behind it, at the ground level,
Bola office
Bo's office was located there.
Then Bundunta and Banta.
Boon got inside and I was standing outside.
After
he called me and I joined him inside.
Boon introduced Bobaji.
Boon introduced me to Bobaji.
Bobaji ketanyadile.
Bobaji asked me how things happened. And I narrated everything.
Then aning Bonin Bunya Jola Kanfo.
Bo and Boon spoke in Jola.
Then Boon Nata Senka Konye, what I am telling Afonya Angale Kano, what I am telling your boss is I will tell the operations to get your statement, then after you can go.
Then Boon spoke to me in English and said, what I was telling your boss is that I will tell the operations to take your statement.
Mr. Interpreter, there's no need to interpret English to English.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to ask you something. I know that Bunsane, it was Bunsane who interpreted from Jola to English for your understanding.
And so it was Bobaji who interpreted to me.
Okay, so it was the other way around.
Yeah.
Do you understand Jola?
No, I don't speak that language.
So you don't know what they were saying, but this is what he said they were saying.
This is what he translated to me.
Okay.
Bobaji.
Carry on.
Then ako buni ako it is tanole.
Then he said to Boon, you can leave.
Then na operation bala statement ala le sabulaita.
Then my operations will take his statement and release him.
So at this point, your Director General Bunsane left you at the NIA office, in the office of the Director General in particular, and said basically that your statement would be taken.
Munda alla Director General Bunsane ay tu bobaji la office memo NIA wala nyaton koti adu yenyo foyonko ila operations betela kumakangulu talale wala mu ila statement and new statement di foka pare ibebula la leta.
Yes.
So tell us what happened whilst you were in the office of Bobaji.
Sa fonye ibe bobaji la office ko noje mun nimune natake.
Bobaji ala telefono ta ngamo ya mo ko la ka fay direct aka fay Ibrahima Jim Drame.
Bo picked up his telephone, called somebody, and I heard him calling that person Ibrahima Jim Drame.
Then Jim nataje.
Then Jim came there.
Ako Jim ye nyino Lamin Karbou.
And then he said to Jim, "This is Lamin Karbou."
Nyine ko wal kalamuta mimbe keta wolungola.
He is the one who is aware of everything that happened the other day.
Lafte naita.
I want you to go with him.
Yala statement ota.
So that you take his statement.
Then after liabulaita.
Then after you release him to go.
Can you tell us what he meant by what happened the other day? What incident was he referring to?
Ako foisa fono aka mun kumale fonya mun kule moti aka afo menako ko men kitanu ngolo.
That
was the incident that happened in the Brikama when they went there.
And at the police station or at Kembuje, which particular incident or all of them?
Minto killing menketa Kembuje bang for menketa police station or bang for kufulo be.
A belong kata bemo drug matter.
All of it because it's a drug matter.
And who was Jim?
Jim Dumujumalet.
Bo Nata introduced him as his director of operations.
Bo introduced him to me as his director of operations.
That is the director of operations of the NIA.
Well, NIA or the director of operations.
Ha.
Yes.
We are almost running out of time, but I'll just allow you to say what happened at the office of the operations director. And then we will then proceed and continue after the break.
Ako, wato dete barbitung abenyin wato dilela. Puru muneketa o office kono director of operations biling iko abela kumakangluta. Ukola ni ubotala insinate nte nyato ni mbota breakola.
Then Jim Nathan Sambala officer.
Then Jim took me to his office.
Just
as he was sitting down, I was also seated facing him. As soon as I sat down,
I draw bondi.
He pulled out his drawer.
I pistol on the table.
Took out a pistol and placed it on the table. And I laughed.
Can you tell us why you laughed?
I thought he was trying to threaten me, and I knew he couldn't threaten me, so I just laughed.
Continue.
Then he asked me what happened. I narrated everything to him. Then he said to me,
statement on the ground.
I want the statement that our people who were on the ground, what they wrote. I want you to write a similar statement.
Because
we effected other arrests.
Program dula dole kanata. Ako lafta ila mole statement on safe. Not the same statement safe.
He said, I wanted me to write a statement similar to the one that his officers had already written. Because they arrested other people that ran away. I said to him, I did not see anyone that ran away from that arresting place. And those that you have arrested, I do not know them. I do not know where they come from. So I will not tell you a lie.
Mr. Karbou, I just want to remind you, just take your time. Let's go through these details and we want to hear your story and understand it. When you went into the office of the Director of Operations, he said to you he wanted you to write a replica of the statements that had been written by his officers. Which officers was he referring to?
At the office, at a court, yes statement to Safe, at a lamuli statement for some men Safe. At a bala mojumanyolema.
He said that those who went to effect the arrest in Brikama.
And those were the names that you had mentioned. Those were the NIA officers present at Kembuje and then later went to Birkama police station.
That was what I thought.
But I made a statement only.
But he did not show me their statement. I said to him that I will not do it.
Momang arrestindula.
Nobody ran away at the place of arrest.
Alemil arrest melong.
And those that you arrested, I do not know them.
Nene meje.
I never saw them before. And I will not lie against them.
And Mr. Karbou, you said you didn't know those who had escaped. You had mentioned somebody who had left the group whilst you were at Kembuje, and he left with a bag which you said was suspected money.
Ako, sila ya foko mo mankana. Adumbiral be Kembuje, moso tontale mennim bago botaji, ay silo muta tata imamuta imankuntwa nyato imanyininka.
Do you know whether the director was referring to that particular individual who had left?
Before director be umarile ma me ya lonka botaji ayali tuje anim bago tata.
Hani malong, but
no,
escape.
I did not know. But if you see him using the word escape, then it would imply that the guy ran away and went.
But we moved to Afaye, Moma Batanda, Tamata Afaye, amicable tata.
But someone that walked freely on his own and nobody intervened to stop him. And the officers were seeing him.
Mamira was escaped today.
I do not think that could be termed as an escape.
And this was Ansumana Fati, which you earlier, mentioned. And you're saying he was basically allowed to leave. He did not escape. The NIA officers enabled his departure from the scene.
Ansumana ti kamen na kumofonu. Andu amunta ko NIA eulu yabula lewairi inyabala. Aisilo muta atata faye amambori adumo mankuntu anyato. Wole mnyindiko yobulale amanke kwa escaped.
Yes.
And you're saying that he was now suggesting that there were other people who were there who you did not see, did not know about, and he was suggesting that these people had escaped.
Andu aynyim foko modole bije itema menu long image anata afoko kolu kanatale so amunda atela kumo munu waleti.
Yes.
And was this something that he also wanted you to write about on your statement and agree with the other NI officers who had written statements?
For the mukuleti at a lafta yemen safe ila statement to wala na koye ye statement safe menni wodola statement to sike kilindi for wodalilo le ya sabu banka foko homo lukanatale.
I all for the barinte mansong.
That was what he said, but I did not agree.
And what was he asking you to do at that point?
Ako tembodung akamune foye koye nyanta munekela.
Purunga safe ko wolmu drug dealer leti.
That I should write that they were drug dealers. People that I have never seen. I never knew them before. I wouldn't do.
And was that the truth or was that a lie, what he was asking you to do?
It was a lie.
Thank you very much. I think we'll stop here. We need a 30-minute break, and then when we come back, you will continue to tell us what interesting things happened at the NIA on that day to you.
Mbedana jambita dahandimula ni murutana isi tenten kafonyen kulu nata tenten nyadile kulu lata nyadila ni muneketa isi na ufonyen ni mbota dahandimula nankana muruna.
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. We've finished with the witness for now. We will continue after the break.
Thank you, Counsel, and thank you, witness. Just for to be sure that we have the correct information, Counsel, on. Sorry. Just to be sure that we have. Yeah, I know you're consulting with your colleague.
Yes.
We have the correct information on record. The witness is Mr. Karbou, not Dabo.
Yes, Karbou, K-A-R-B-O-U. K-A-R-B-O-u, Karbou.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not Dabo.
Not Dabo, no.
No, I know. But the reference is even to Dabo, that's why.
By whom?
I thought, anyway.
Perhaps it's my tongue.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
it's Karbou.
And I just wondered, but you are Mr. Karbou, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I will try and be clearer in my speech. Thank you.
We will take a 30-minute break and come back at 12:10. Thank you. Meeting is adjourned.
noo lañ def ñoo ñëw ak yéen rek Skincare Plus nara jàkkaarloo ak yéen waxtaan ak yéen tuuti rek si suñu tube suñu baax emuñ rek ci ay diw waaye comme ni ngeen ko xamee rek dañoo yëngu ci ay tube te yënguwuñ nag si just any tube suñ tube bu nekk 5 star jas na la 5 star jas na mooy jas na bi gën a pire